In 1838, photography was far from a quick process. Cameras required painfully long exposures. That day fortune smiled upon photographer Louis Daguerre. A shoe shiner became so absorbed in a gentleman's story that he remained perfectly still for several minutes, and so these two men, unknowingly, were forever captured in history as the first people ever photographed, the first selfie and first portrait. As well, Robert Cornelius was a lamp manufacturer who became a pioneer in the art of photography. He captured the first portrait in history and consequently the first self-portrait in Philadelphia in 1839. This is what that photograph would look like today. The first photo of people drinking David Octavius Hill was a photography pioneer with a sense of humor. What did he do when he first mastered this revolutionary technology in 1844? He photographed himself and his friends while they were drinking. This is what that photograph would look like today. The first war photography in history. The Crimean War, 1853 to 1856. Prince Albert dispatched photographer Roger Fenton to Crimea to document the unfolding events. Thus, Fenton became the world's first war photojournalist. For his contribution to photography, particularly his groundbreaking photographs from the Crimean War, Fenton was inducted into the list of 100 photographers who changed the world. On December 17, 1903, photographer and friend of the Wright brothers, John T. Daniels, captured history. Daniels later recounted that he was so thrilled when the aircraft lifted off the ground that he nearly forgot to take the photograph. The first aerial photography, 1858, Gaspard Felix Tournichon, known as Nadar, ascended in a hot air balloon above Paris and captured the first bird's-eye view photograph. At that time, it was necessary to develop the negative immediately. Nadar had to set up a photographic darkroom right in the balloon's basket. Gaspard Felix Tournichon with his wife. The photo was taken in the studio. 2 years later, photographer James Wallace Black took a photograph of Boston. This panoramic image captures San Francisco after the earthquake on April 18, 1906. The photo was taken from a hot air balloon. The grid of streets is clearly visible, along with neighborhoods that were nearly burned to the ground. Only a few stone structures and steel frames of buildings survived. A light haze hangs over the horizon, a remnant of the fires. At that time, about 80% of the city's buildings were destroyed, along with tens of thousands of structures. This is the first military aerial reconnaissance, World War I. Caption on the photo: the first aviation school in Russia was established in 1910. The first photograph from space, October 24, 1946, captured by a camera mounted on a captured German V-2 rocket launched from a U.S. testing site. This black and white image of Earth was taken from an altitude of 105 kilometers 65 miles. For the first time, humanity witnessed the curvature of our planet.
This camera, part of a flying laboratory, is recovered by Clyde Holliday of Johns Hopkins, who prepared it for its trip to the upper stratosphere. Rivaling the fantastic imagination of Jules Verne, the camera brought back a record of a flight into the heavens of a captured German V-2 rocket. At White Sands, New Mexico, the huge missile takes off. Air Force pictures show the rocket in flight, and the flying camera automatically takes over. The huge projectile drops the Earth behind at the tremendous speed of 4,000 feet per second. The rotation of the rocket causes the planet to spin before the lens, and the camera photographs the Earth 65 miles straight down. The horizon, 720 miles away, and the curvature of the Earth are astonishingly apparent in this still picture from the film. An observer in the rocket could have seen San Diego, Salt Lake City, Kansas City, and San Antonio. Approximately 1,600,000 square miles of the Earth's surface was revealed. The rocket reached the 65-mile height in 3 minutes. This giant engine of destruction, designed by Hitler to annihilate Allied nations, now serves the worthy cause of peacetime research.